This is a very important hearing, Mr. President, or Mr. Chairman. There's a lot of issues to bring up. However, over the time that the Attorney General was last here, I've concentrated my oversight on Operation Fast and Furious. Just over 9 months ago, Attorney General Holder sat in my office and I handed him 2 letters. I had written to Acting Director Kenneth Melson of ATF. My letter mentioned 1, the death of Border Patrol Agent Terry; 2, the allegations that ATF had sanctioned the sale of hundreds of assault weapons to straw buyers; 3, the allegations of 2 of those weapons had been found at the scene of Agent Terry's death; and 4, the allegations that the whistleblower who provided this information were already facing retaliation from the agency. Just 4 days later, the reply from the department explicitly stated that the whistleblower allegations were false. It also claimed that, quote, ATF makes every effort to interdict weapons that have been purchased illegally and prevent their transportation to Mexico, end of quote. In the 9 months since then, mounting evidence has put the lie to that claim. Documents contradicting the department's denials came to light. Then 6 ATF agents testified powerfully at 2 House Oversight hearings. They also confirmed that gun walking occurred in Operation Fast and Furious. Just last week, Assistant Attorney General Lanny Breuer admitted in this room that the department's letters to me in February was absolutely false. But it gets worse. Mr. Breuer also admitted that he knew all along it was false. He could not recall whether he helped edit it. However, he knew it was false because he was aware of previous gun walking operations called Wide Receiver. Yet he remained silent for 9 months. He was aware that Congress had been misled, yet made no effort to correct the department's official denial. Much has been said recently about guns being walked in Operation Wide Receiver during the Bush era. It doesn't matter for me when it happened. We need answers. Bush-era prosecutors refused to bring the case. However, under Mr. Brewer's leadership, headquarters revived it, despite the gun-walking issues. It was Mr. Brewer's responsibility to clearly communicate that gun walking was unacceptable and to institute oversight and safeguards to ensure that it did not happen again. He did not do that. Mr. Brewer admitted before this committee last week that one of his deputies informed him of gun walking in Wide Receiver, April 2010. He also admitted that the same deputy approved at least one of the wiretap applications in Operation Fast and Furious. In order to justify tapping the phone of a private citizen, the law requires that agencies show they have tried everything else first. But the very same facts that would show the need to obtain the wiretap would also show that the department knew these individuals were trafficking in weapons. The government should have stopped the flow of guns to these criminals. Anyone reviewing the wiretap affidavits would probably know that was not happening. I would also add that this tragedy should not be used to call for new gun control. The straw buyers in Fast and Furious were already breaking the law. They should have been interdicted and arrested nearly a year earlier than they were. The faulty statistics cited by some about U.S. guns in Mexico include U.S. weapons sold to foreign militaries, weapons that were transferred into Mexico years ago, guns from Fast and Furious, stolen weapons, and many other sources. As we learn more about the utter failure to enforce our existing gun laws in Fast and Furious, I'm eager to hear from the Attorney General who he plans to hold accountable. I also want to know how he plans to prevent another tragedy like this in the future. But let me be clear. The bottom line is that it doesn't matter how many laws we pass if those responsible for enforcing them refuse to do